Hello and welcome to my channel for news about the Fact Gossip 24. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Alana, your friend, is me. Let's begin.
The family Chantel, Pedro's glam selfies after leaving America prove he's happy he left Chantel. His lack of remorse must hurt her. The family Chantel star Pedro is glowing on Instagram after a trip to the Dominican Republic, and his contentment may feel like a thorn in his ex Chantel Everett's side. They separated in April 2022, and their divorce was extremely messy. They even took out his and hers restraining orders. It seemed like Pedro would do almost anything to get Chantel out of his life. He threw away reality fame, which can be lucrative, to make a clean break. Now, he's moving on with ease while Chantel teases a new love interest, but often looks sad on social media. There are two schools of thought about Pedro. One is that Pedro's the cheating, lying, green card hunter of Mama Bear Karen Everett's worst nightmares. The other is that Pedro simply fell out of love with his wife. If the family Chantel's Karen Everett, who never trusted Pedro and accused him of harvesting the American dollar, is right, Pedro played Chantel like a guitar. Once, he compared her curves to that musical instrument, but those days are long over, are they ever? Pedro, posing for a happy selfie in the Instagram post shown above, has been trashed. Many fans consider Pedro a con artist who lies through his teeth. For a long time, whenever he would post, it was like he was chumming the waters. One could almost feel the sharks moving towards him. No matter what he said or did, he would be called out for breaking a good woman's heart, and that still happens today. However, he doesn't seem to care. He's not letting himself go, he's as fit and well-dressed as ever. The post above got rave reviews, without the usual shade. Apparently, thanks to Muay Thai workouts, stylish clothes, and a winning smile, Pedro can sway the public. One fan gushed about the handsome reality star, but called him Peter. The fact that he isn't getting ripped apart every single day must make life easier. In the online milieu, it's cheerier and calmer. Pedro is thriving. Here is the Instagram user's comment. This isn't the type of judgy shade that he's used to. It's like he's Pedro 2.0, risen from the ashes to redeem himself. In Georgia, where Chantel also lives, he sells houses and seems passionate about his work. Even his most ill-tempered critics would have trouble proving that he doesn't care about his work or excel in his career. He spends most of his time promoting his real estate career online. He's committed to it, and he says that he's successful. So, in a sense, he has gotten what he wanted. Pedro really is living the American dream. Chantel must be so hurt by all this. It's not easy to be left that way and then watch a partner live it up. It was obviously getting to her for a long time, but she appears to be okay now. She hinted that a new love interest sent her flowers, so maybe she has love in her life. Chantel deserves to be happy, and nothing she can do will stop Pedro from living his own life. She has no power over him. So, moving on mentally is the best thing for her. Pedro has a soft and gentle expression on his face in the Instagram post above. The light is hitting his face, showing off his smooth complexion. He's wearing a red t-shirt, and it seems like all is right in his world. This recent post shows Pedro talking about the importance of being happy. However, Pedro did get some clapbacks on his post, with one disgruntled follower writing, "Happiness is the name of the game." Pedro's on the right track to prioritize it. Negative thoughts and emotions can drag a person down. During his divorce, Chantel was often in tears or yelling. Pedro thought Karen and Thomas Everett were out to get him, and maybe he was right. His family didn't behave well either. In fact, somewhat hilariously, they sent Pedro a box of voodoo. However, Pedro believed that Chantel and her parents were trying to get him deported. This is a lot of stress and gnashing of teeth. It was more drama than Pedro wanted. When Chantel told him his former pal spilled the tea to her about how Pedro used her from day one, Pedro looked very uncomfortable, the polar opposite of how he looks now. Pedro may have used Chantel, there's really no proof, but a lot of clues that point in that direction. At the same time, he can't spend the rest of his life trying to worm his way out of that, and he shouldn't. If he did it, he should apologize, but that's unlikely, as he'd need to admit to doing something awful to another person. Those who are waiting for him to take that kind of accountability will be waiting a long time. Pedro probably wishes that he didn't have to hurt Chantel to live his best life, but he doesn't seem to have a lot of remorse. There's nothing about his current demeanor that shows guilt, or shame, or anger, or any unpleasant emotions. He is pushing a message of choosing happiness on his fans, and why shouldn't he? What is life without happiness? It's pretty pointless. The family Chantel star is enjoying life. He's career-oriented and probably making a good living in the Peach State. As far as Pedro's concerned, his marriage is in the past. He doesn't seem to be emotionally connected to it in any way. It's almost like it happened in another life. Pedro's maturing right in front of his followers' eyes, and everyone needs to get used to the new Pedro, as he's unlikely to go back to who he was before.